March 9th, Saturday of the third week of Lent. A reading from the book of Prophet Hosea. Chapter 6, verses from 1 to 6. Come, let us return to the Lord, for he has torn us, that he may heal us. He has struck us down, and he will bind us up. After 2 days, he will revive us. On the third day, he will raise us up, that we may live before him. Let us press on to know the Lord. His going out is sure as the dawn. He will come to us as the showers, as the spring rains that water the earth. What shall I do with you, O Ephraim? What shall I do with you, O Judah? Your love is like a morning cloud, like the dew that goes early away. Therefore I have hewn them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and my judgment goes forth as the light. For I desire steadfast love, and not sacrifice, the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Responsorial Psalm, Psalms 51, 3-4, 18-19, 20-21 in AB. It is mercy I desire, and not sacrifice. Have mercy on me, O God, in your goodness. In the greatness of your compassion, wipe out my offense. Thoroughly wash me from my guilt, and of my sin cleanse me. It is mercy I desire, and not sacrifice. For you are not pleased with sacrifices. Should I offer a burnt offering, you would not accept it. My sacrifice, O God, is a contrite spirit, a heart contrite and humbled. O God, you will not spurn. It is mercy I desire, and not sacrifice. Be bountiful, O Lord, to Zion in your kindness by rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem. Then shall you be pleased with due sacrifices, burnt offerings, and holocausts. It is mercy I desire, and not sacrifice. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 18, verses from 9 to 14. He also told this parable to some who trusted in themselves that they were righteous, and treated others with contempt. 2 men went up into the temple to pray, one a Pharisee, and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee, standing by himself, prayed thus: God, I thank you that I am not like other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give tithes of all that I get. But the tax collector, standing far off, would not even lift up his eyes to heaven, but beat his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Dear friends, in Jesus Christ, in today's Gospel reading, we encounter 2 people. One stands inside the temple, and the other stands outside. The first one is a Pharisee. The second one is a tax collector. Both are praying. The first one knows about himself. The second one knows about God. The second one becomes acceptable to God. The first one puts forward his actions, while the second puts forward God's mercy. The first one compares himself with others and feels himself to be superior. The second one places himself before God, in humility, without any comparison. In the first reading, through the prophet Hosea, the Lord instructs us to place mercy at the center of every work. The prophet reminds the people about the mercy of God. Let us strive to know God's mercy. Let us raise our prayers based on God's mercy, and let us become humble in His presence. During the year of prayer, in preparation for the Jubilee 2025, let us understand the parables that deal with prayer. Prayer that emerges from our humility and that places God's mercy at the center makes us acceptable to God.